Kigali, confusion over Banyamulenge's death linked to Danny's hanging from suicide in Nyamata district. The body of Ntwari Bukuru found in Kigali after jumping over flammable floor in Harley's building in Nyabugogo to down. It happened Wednesday, very early morning, June 2nd, 2021. This is a tragic death for Banyamulenge's people who live in Rwanda and are close. A lot of acknowledgement and comment from different aspects. Some elders, well known as lawmaker, live in Kigali and other from abroad, is terrified that killing has been in different various ways still now and going on, but we still look for the root cause of it. But Bukuru's death, it is a tragedy to the point where call it unimaginable. Says they intend to exterminate Banyamulenge's people from DRC and has reported accused the Burundian Red Tabara group of being involved in killing Banyamulenge's people in Rwanda and in East Africa community as well. But all the comment and arguments said the Rwanda current government regime is behind of that, according to what we all collected from different website and internet media houses, comment on that from opinions of people who view them. Rwanda Investigation Bureau has announced that it is still in the investigation process to know deeper information of Bukuru's death. Investigation is still ongoing. Some people say that they saw Bukuru on floor, told the Rwandan newspapers that on a Wednesday morning he came in his car. He got out of it and went up a stair and threw himself down. People could really not understand what caused him to do that, so hoping fully that investigation will come up with a clear outcome on what happened to him before he committed suicide. The news as a whole on Wednesday was on this man who committed suicide by jumping over from a commercial apartment in Nyabugogo. None who can identify him and his body. Definitely it was in different pieces until the evening investigation team identified that actually it was Bukuru Ntwari who committed suicide in the morning at Nyabugogo. His body was in different pieces. Nobody who can recognize who he was. The death of Ntwari Bukuru, who jumped over flammable floor in Kigali, turned his body back in his sector to be buried. Mr. Albert, an elder in his family, told the BBC that on Wednesday he arrived at Bukuru's funeral home, where he's shown to be an elder, but nothing information was provided. But they keep time and waiting a lot. The investigation will let them know what went wrong before he took a bad decision to commit suicide. This elder man, Albert, told the BBC that what they are looking for is to hear the clear result from Rwanda Investigation Bureau to tell them more about it, what caused him to do the mess he did. An unnamed member of the Bukuru family in Kigali told the BBC that He was an unquestionable man, and his death is unimaginable. Nobody who can predict the reason why he did. His family member wasn't really want his name to get out in the media, but this is his point of view. We don't know anything about his suicide reason, but what the witnesses say is that it was a plan made by himself, and he did so according to his will, by no one who really knew the reason caused him to do so. And as you look into the story, his family member couldn't tell us the truth. Oh, don't know the truth, but we're talking much. The guy already passed away. This is an information, but we still rely on investigation report. The time they will come out with a great an outcome of it to let us understand the reason behind of his death. As people keep witnesses that Bukuru drove himself within his car to Nyabugogo, others said he first touched on the close sign more time, and in the moment of that, it was terrified because he decided to jump the river. He slowed himself down from upper floor to down. It was a great, dangerous image to see. And according to the story we are looking and heard, that Bukuru, he wasn't used in the religious ethics. The people wonder why he made all those sign crosses to himself before that. That is why they predict that it was a plan made by himself. Every day has often been heard in talk accusing Red Tabara of collaborating with Miami in a plan to kill Banyamulenge in South Kivu. Many members of social media have expressed the grief over the death of Bukuru, whom some view as a spokesman for the ethnic group living in Rwanda. Some foreigners have been blamed the Rwandan government for their involvement in the killings, saying they had helping Red Tabara group, which is accused for collaborating with Miami to kill Banyamulenge's people back in Kivu. Rwandan government has repeatedly denied involvement in the conflict in South Kivu and sent an army there to fight against the Banyamulenge's people and other Rwandan labels that are out there looking for change and different. Dani was a member of Kingdom Ministry Singers who was found hanged from suicide for supposedly committing suicide. Sabigawa John Paul, known as Dani, died in March in Nyamata, Bugesera district, Rwanda. His death was first reported in the media as a suicide form, but his family later released a statement explaining why his suicide was a lie, that they thought he had been killed by some people. The investigation outcome of Dani's death are not yet announced.